the Sports Guys, where I'm joined by Larry in the studio tonight, and probably tired of standing this close to me this long this evening.
Can I scoot over here, please?
That's okay. With the Cowboys enjoying their bye week. With the Cowboys resume play this week when they face the Giants in New York, will we see the same team that destroyed Philadelphia? Remember, the Giants have also changed quarterback since their first meeting on opening night, and you saw what happened when the Jets did that.
Exactly. Jesse, what do you think over there, big Cowboys fan?
I'm glad the Cowboys didn't play.
He wanted a day off.
That's right. You know what? I think we're going to see the Cowboys refreshed. I think they're going to come out and handle business against the Giants. I mean, obviously, they already beat them once. The Giants are really not that good of a team. But when they go back there, they're going to remember what the Jets did to them in that stadium. So I think the Cowboys use that as motivation as well, and they handle the Giants.
I agree, because I think the Cowboys are very well aware they did not handle the first three victories well. They got full of themselves. They've all said it, including Dak, including Zach Martin. And now I think they're going to be more focused this week in practice, and as a result, handle their business going into New York once again and get a big division win one more time. The Texans come back to win a close game against the Raiders, but just how far can the Texans now go without J.J. Watt and a subpar secondary? And how did Deshaun Watson throw a touchdown pass after getting kicked in the face?
Well, they're not going to go very far because the secondary is just too suspect. If that were stronger and J.J. Watt's out, I'd say they'd still have a pretty good shot. I think they could still make the playoffs. It's definitely not going to be easy, though.
Correct.
And it's mainly because of Deshaun Watson. He's carrying them right now, and he still made that touchdown pass because he's just such an incredible athlete. And what he say, he just kind of guessed where the receiver was going to be. Luckily, he guessed the right way.
Well, what's amazing, he gets kicked in the left eye, right?
Yeah.
So he can't see out of the left eye, but he said also his right eye started to blur as well because he's having to adjust his helmet in the same process and then fire the touchdown pass. He said he really never saw it until the game was over with, and he saw it on the replay. So hats off to him. You're right. He is carrying the Texans right now. The Longhorns were so worried about their injury-riddled defense, which is justified, but no one saw Sam Ehlinger throwing 4 interceptions and 37-27 loss to TCU. Can the Longhorns salvage their season now?
Only if they win their next 4 games. Will they probably salvage it at least to what they think they can achieve this season. But their next 4 games are no gimmies at all. So I think they're still going to end up at a bowl game. It's not going to be a great bowl game, what they wanted, you know, but Ehlinger's saying we're back. Obviously, that's not the case.
What a missed opportunity, because the one game you had to win that day was a game while Oklahoma is losing. Your chance to really catch up and try and get back on track of winning the Big 12 championship at the very least, and then you get side-rolled by the fact that you lose that game. All right, what have you seen in the Spurs start of the regular season that has produced back-to-back wins at home that you like?
What I like, they're shooting the ball well. They are number 4 in the league right now at 48.2%. But I think the biggest thing is their offensive rebounding early on. Now, the numbers will probably go down at some point. But right now, they're averaging 15.5 offensive boards per game, which is number 1 in the NBA, which is probably leading to that higher percentage shooting as well. So I'm really impressed with that right now.
And keep in mind, that's one of the big stats a lot of people talk about, second chance points, and that's what an offensive rebound is. Should the Spurs give DeMar DeRozan a long-term contract extension, even though he's 30 years old?
I am for them trying to work out a contract extension. I don't believe they should give him the max. I believe the max the Spurs can give him is around $33 million a season.
Or was 4 years, 150, something like that?
4 years, 150, but the Spurs can only give him like 120% of what he's making now, something along those lines. So Spurs can only give him a max of around $33 million per season. But being that he is 30, I don't want to see that happen and hurt signing some of the other guys later on, like Derek White, you know, or Lonnie Walker the fourth. So I would love to see him stick around because he is a scorer, and we know scorers still rule in the NBA. Hopefully he'll do what the Big 3 did and be like, hey, I really feel like I can win a championship here, so I'm not going to take as much money as I can.
That's what I'm hoping. I know they're far apart right now in their negotiations, but at the same time, you take a look, they took a chance on LaMarcus Aldridge. It worked. But at the same time, he's going to be a little older when the 4-year max deal comes up. So I would think if DeMar agrees to take a little less to stay with the team, I think everybody wins in that, at least in my eye.
Yes.
All right. That does it for the Sports Guy.